And good morning. It's Wednesday, April 20th, 2016. I'm Candace Red. As always, we have your top local news stories. But first, let's talk about the weather with meteorologist Riley Hale. I believe it's raining, right?
It is raining once again this morning, so we can't get rid of this wet weather, unfortunately. Let's take a look at our laser line radar. You can see that quasi-linear convective system just off to our west, pushing through western Arkansas and western Arkansas, eastern Texas. But let's take a closer look here in the Delta, Washington County, getting hit pretty hard. So Greenville over to Leland and Indianola, get ready. That little system is heading y'all's way. Heavy rainfall rates, no real lightning to talk about with this storm. But we do have more storms heading our way by later this afternoon. Could be on the strong side, and we do have flash flooding concerns as well. So I'll go into all those details in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Riley. So Greenwood police are investigating after a firefighter is shot and killed. 45-year-old Eddie Brown Jr. is charged with murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Police say he allegedly shot and killed 23-year-old Tyree Jernigan Sunday. The firefighter was not on duty at the time of the shooting. Brown is in the LaFleur County Jail with bonds totaling $520,000. An autopsy result shows how a man in Greenville died after police found his body on the sidewalk. Now, according to the medical examiner's office, Charles Lattimore died from blunt trauma to the head and a broken neck, not a gunshot wound. The incident happened Saturday morning in the 100 block of North Hine Street. Police say they do have a person of interest in the case. And a Clarksdale family needs your help in finding a loved one. Well, 15-year-old Albany Evans has been missing since Thursday night. Family members say she was last seen outside of her house around 1 o'clock early in the morning in the 600 block of Bolivar Avenue. Now, neighbors say they saw the girl get into a silver Pontiac Bonneville with a tall black man. Well, Albany Evans is described as a 5'3" black female weighing around 216 pounds. She was last seen wearing a dark blue shirt and pants with black tennis shoes. If you have any information, call the Clarksdale Police Department. That number is shown right there on your screen. A house is badly damaged after it goes up in flames. Well, take a look at this exclusive video sent in from the Greenville Fire Department. It shows the kitchen completely destroyed. The fire happened Saturday morning in the 700 block of South Colorado Street. When fire crews arrived, they saw heavy smoke coming from the house. Now, according to Fire Chief Reuben Brown, the fire started in the kitchen after the homeowner left food unattended. It took crews about 7 minutes to put out the heavy flames. No injuries, thankfully, were reported. And there's another house fire to tell you about in Greenville. The fire happened Monday night in the 900 block of North Broadway Street. Well, firefighters worked quickly to put out the small fire on the patio. According to Greenville Fire Chief Reuben Brown, the fire was caused by a cigarette that was left on a couch. The house suffered fire and smoke damage. A WXVT exclusive now. A man in Greenwood is in trouble with the law after he posted a picture on Facebook. Well, reporter Denise Turner digs deeper into the story concerning a new cybercrime law and free speech rights.
I photographed him leaving the hotel with a woman who is known or who is alleged to be a prostitute.
Jelani Barr says he posted a photograph of an off-duty officer leaving an area motel. He claims the establishment is known around town as the place to go to purchase sex or drugs.
I posted the photograph of him, although that someone else photographed it. And now this.
Since posting the picture, Barr says his life has been turned upside down. He's been arrested and charged with a non-specific felony, a charge his attorney says he's never even heard of. Barr claims Greenwood police are violating his First Amendment rights.
I asked him what was I charged with, and he basically couldn't say. He says you're charged with computer crimes. And I was like, well, that's not the charge, so that's actually the title of the chapter.
Now he wants the officer in the picture he's accusing of soliciting a prostitute investigated for his alleged crime.
I'm not alleging he's just having an affair. I'm alleging that there's a criminal act that took place, that he paid money for sexual favors.
We were able to catch up with LaFleur County Sheriff Ricky Banks, whose department is handling the case. Banks tells us the officer was off duty, so he doesn't think he did anything wrong. Banks also tells us the case could possibly fall under a fairly new cybercrime law. But the question is, are all Facebook posts protected by a citizen's First Amendment right? Or, as we're being told by law enforcement, could cryptic posts fall under a cybercrime? We caught up with a local attorney who explains the law and how it works.
would not apply to a peaceable, nonviolent, or non-threatening activity intended to express political views or to provide lawful information to others. That's protected by First Amendment. Outside of that definition that I just gave, no way First Amendment is going to prevail on a cybercrime.
According to Mississippi statutes, a cybercrime is a crime using devices that transmit information electronically via computers, fax machines, video machines, or cell phones. Last year alone, the Mississippi Attorney General's Office Cybercrimes Unit opened 121 new cases with 21 convictions. Nick Crawford of Nick Crawford Law Firm says cases with convictions have hefty punishments.
Felony. You've got felonies and you've got misdemeanors, and they're punishable anywhere from 2 to 5 years imprisonment, $5,000 to $10,000 in fines. Misdemeanors are punished by $250, no less than 10 days, and up to a year in prison.
Crawford says this silent crime is becoming more prominent because it destroys lives.
People need to be educated on this type crime. These people sitting behind these computers, and all they got to do is press a few keys and a few buttons to destroy somebody's reputation, destroy somebody's privacy, needs to be stopped.
But this case against Byron, the unnamed officer, has not been tried, so we cannot be certain which direction the judge will rule in. We will continue to follow this story and its developments. For now, reporting in Greenville, Denise Turner, WXVT, your Delta News.
In state news, Senate Bill 2237 is headed to Governor Phil Bryant for his approval or veto. Well, under the bill, names of prison employees at an execution and in-state providers of lethal drugs must remain secret. It also keeps the names of execution witnesses secret, like members of a victim's or inmate's family. House and Senate negotiators removed a provision that would have allowed the state to execute prisoners using a fire squad. And Governor Bryant is also busy looking at 5 bills on his desk regarding school consolidation. Well, if he signs them all, the number of school districts in Mississippi would fall from 144 to 139. Representatives and senators passed measures Tuesday that would merge 3 sets of districts: Holmes County and Durant, Greenwood and LaFleur County, and Winona and Montgomery County. A bill would also dissolve the Coahoma County Agricultural High School in Clarksdale. The institution would ultimately turn into an early college high school that would award college credit to high school students. And students at Maddie Aiken Elementary in Greenville are practicing fire drills. Take a listen. Well, the Mississippi State Fire Marshal Education team, as you can see, paid a visit to the school to go over drills and tips with the students in case of an emergency. The Greenville Fire Department also talked about fire awareness. Greenville firefighters are visiting schools this week to also promote fire alarm blitz. Now, under the initiative, firefighters will install 2,000 alarms in homes across the Delta. And you should take time to relax because April is Stress Awareness Month. The month is all about increasing general awareness about the seriousness of chronic stress and the damaging effects. Now, a recent survey by Stress in America finds that 66% of adults say money is a significant source of stress, while 53% say family responsibilities causes stress. Well, Sonia Washington is a behavioral health technician at Delta Regional Medical Center in Greenville, and she explains how you can find ways to lessen stress in your life.
Stress affects the entire body, not just your brain or your heart, but your entire body. And if you become consumed by it and overwhelmed, you cannot function. And when it gets to the point where you can't function in your daily life, then it's time to seek professional assistance. There's effective treatment through your local mental health centers, through private practice. Medication is not always an option, but there's therapeutic counseling as well as with meditation and relaxation.
Well, as you can see there, the most common ways people manage stress: exercising, listening to music, and surfing the web. Today in history, on April 20th, back in 1986, Chicago Bulls player Michael Jordan scored 63 points in an NBA playoff game against the Boston Celtics. So Jordan set a postseason scoring record. Despite the achievement, the Bulls lost to the Celtics in double overtime. Get this, 135-131. Boston swept the 3-game series and went on to win the NBA championship. Riley, can you jump that high?
I can get up. You'd be surprised.
I can't, not at all. Looks like he's flying. That picture is amazing to me. My goodness, how high they can jump. Jeez.
Yep. And didn't win it that year, but
didn't win
6 of them after that. So he definitely got his share of trophies, rings, MVPs.
So he's not worried about that game?
Wasn't worried about
Not worried about that game. All right, let's take a look at your morning Delta Chat question. If possible, would you press the reset button for your life? Why? Why not? This question is a tad bit dramatic. Leave a message on our Facebook page. Your comment will be read live on air. Thanks for participating. I don't know if I'll reset the button on my entire life. Maybe I'll go back just a couple of years. Revisit my glory days. What do you think, Riley?
I feel like that's what makes you you, is your past experiences and what you've been through. So
that's true.
If you just reset it, then you become a completely different person than what you become.
Are you happy with the person you are today?
Yeah, for sure.
You know I'm happy with Candace Rad. You know I'm happy with Candace Rad. All right, let's take a look at the update when it comes to the weather.
We are tracking some showers this morning, especially in Washington County, and that's really just where that one little cell is. You can see it form pretty quickly there on our laser line SAT-RAD radar. Taking a closer look, northern Washington County, Greenville, Leland, Indianola about to see the rain, actually seeing the rain right now. And then pushing into southern Bolivar, so that looks like Shaw heading y'all's way. And Benoit, Beulah, y'all may actually dodge it. Y'all stay closer to the river. But nonetheless, this is just the first round today. We are going to see some stronger storms push through the area by later this afternoon. Here's a look at our day planner. So mid-70s by the end of today, and that warmer weather will help initiate some thunderstorm development by later today. Now, we should see a little break in the cloud cover right around midday. So it could be nice middle part of the day, but then that will just help fuel those storms later this afternoon. Only one viewer photo to go through after temperatures, mid-60s out there, not feeling too bad. This one was sent in by Donna Marquez out of Marigold. Good shot there. And good cloud cover in the skies yesterday. We did stay fairly cloudy, but made for great pictures out there. Thank you for that, Donna. And if anyone else would like to send in some viewer photos, come on, y'all. We need some more. And no dog walk pictures have been sent in. I'm kind of disappointed. I know Candace was pretty sad.
I know, but it's raining.
Yeah, that's not the best dog walk.
You don't want a wet dog.
Yeah. No one likes that smell by any means. But if you'd like to send any in, you know where to go. Facebook or Twitter. Just make sure we know who you are and where you are.
All right, so Riley, it's a mouse, it's a bat, or it's some other unwanted creature. Say it ain't so, Riley. How to keep those critters out of your house, or even out of this WXVT studio. Find out more after the break.